oh ye, dear visitors, you are about to travel back in time to Bruges in the Middle Ages.
Okay, what have I stumbled across? Hey guys, yeah, Wideload here, back on another adventure, and this time I am in the town, city, not sure, village of Bruges, back in Belgium actually, so yeah, kind of like Leuven again. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie In Bruges, but that's the clock tower, I think, that Brendan Gleeson's character, whatever he's called, Todd or something I think he's called, that's the one he throws himself from. And if we come up here, we'll do this walk together actually. If we come up here, just come with me now. We've just been to this place for food. Arrived in very late actually, so a lot of the places are closing down. It was a bit hairy, scary. Where was I going to get to eat? Even Burger King was closed down. Had we spaghetti carbonara, which was quite tasty. Anyway, yeah, if we come up this way, quickly. Roughly about here. I think it's actually right up here. So yeah, we're going to do a lot of talking about In Bruges, which I think is quite exciting. But anyway, this is the spot I think here. If we're looking at these red chairs and whatnot, that's exactly where Colin Farrell was sitting with his girlfriend character when splat. Brendan Gleeson, he splats down somewhere just right in front of these doors here. Blood everywhere. It's kind of like sort of his muscles are spasming and stuff. And yeah, and then Ralph Fiennes comes out and tries to kill Colin Farrell. So very excited to be here and to think about that after I've eaten my dinner. So yeah, well, let's go check out the hotel. Yeah, so the hotel is barely a stone's throw away from that marketplace. It's very, very nice. Very handy, actually, as well. So it's good to be part of that. Yeah, so I'm in the first floor, room number 3. Very exciting, right down beside the breakfast. Got a tasty little bath area. Nice little bath and shower head. And a crazy little situation here. Separate toilet. That would be good if Mrs. Wideload was here. She'd certainly appreciate that. And then the room, quite a tasty little room now, gotta be honest. Pretty nice spread. So yeah, and what I can't show you on the video is that the smell really, really smells nice. So yeah, what can I say? Yeah, pleased with the whole situation. Hey guys, yeah, so just walking down the streets, very picturesque, strange running race situation. I don't know what that was about. They were all just running around a big square, blasting out like Miley Cyrus or something. And everybody's having a great time, to be fair. So if you can't beat them, just walk away. So that's the policy I took. Hey guys, yeah, so about to go on one of these boat cruises around the canals of Bruges. The Venice of the North is what they call it sometimes. So yeah, very excited to check out this place. A la water, agua, I believe as they call it in Belgium. So yeah, very exciting. So yeah, looks like the boat is about to take off, so very, very exciting. A lot of swans about as well. Just swanning about the place as they like to do.
Bridge, also called the Left Bridge, building 1910. It is also the smallest bridge in the town, le pont plus petit en ville. They call the Left Bridge because all the people that get married go to the bridge to take pictures and give the kiss, so they call the Left Bridge. Il l'appelle le pont des amoureux parce que tout le monde qui vient. Mais maintenant ils sont chers, mais très chers. On the left, small private houses from the 17th, 19th century, but now very expensive. This one at the corner was, please bind your head. Là en face, le cathédrale Saint-Sauveur.
Couple of Wideload fans there.
The next corner will be see the little against the plague, the black plague, et les herbes. L'enfant cité. Peut-être vous avez vu le film Bon baiser de Bruges avec Colin.
So apparently this is the building that Colin Farrell jumps from in Bruges. So that's exciting. Hey guys, wow, so what an experience. What a time to be alive. That was the canal tour of Belgium. Very, very cold, actually, getting really cold towards the end. And he showed us various places. He showed us where Colin Farrell jumps into the river. And what else happened? It was cold. I think I said that already. You could see some nice buildings, lovely buildings all over the place. There's a bus. Yeah, anyway, I'm going to go check out this big church called Our Lady. And apparently there's some sort of vial of blood or something. There's a place where you can go see some sort of vial of blood. And sometimes it turns from solid into liquid or something. I think that's what they say. So yeah, we're going to go and see what that's about. It sounds a bit funky, to be honest. Wow, so we're now inside the church. Check out that pulpit. You wouldn't get that in a Presbyterian church, that's for sure. He's got a football. Playing football. Yeah, so apparently the blood actually was nowhere near that church that I was in. So yeah, we're going now to a very fancy dinner. So we'll try and capture a few cheeky little glimpses of that. Last night I actually went out for a very expensive meal, and the guys were really cross with us because we were a party of 14, but we all wanted to pay separately. And he was clearly quite annoyed, and yeah, we didn't know each other. We obviously didn't know each other. It was like a random group mix. He tried to get me to share my mayonnaise with some random lady I'd never met. It was a wee tiny pot of mayonnaise. He was like, "You can share the mayonnaise." It's like, I just spent €45 for this meal. I'm not going to share my mayonnaise with some chick I didn't know. She didn't want it in the end. She wasn't interested in the mayonnaise, so yeah, that sort of cleared that up pretty well. Yeah, so the dinner is in this building here. This building. Very, very fancy. It's called the Premier Hof or something. And yeah, I think there's museum and stuff. So we'll go in, I'll try and sneak a couple of videos and do a voiceover afterwards or something. But yeah, very exciting. Here we go. Up these steps. And yeah, wow. You probably think to yourself, Wideload, how do you get on all these trips? And I don't know really, just sort of landing them. Hey guys, so yeah, another day in Bruges. I think today we're going to try and see if we can go up this Belfry. And I'll not throw myself off at like Brendan Gleeson, but remember, I don't know, we talked about it the other day, how he splats right from the top onto the ground, across the road, run. Okay, we'll see how much it costs as well. So in the movie, which came out about 10 years ago or more, it's very noisy in here, isn't it? Anyway, yeah, in the movie, you could go up it, and it cost about €5, so we'll see how much it is today. €15, that is some steep inflation, isn't it? Well, here we go. So yeah, this is the steps that in Bruges. There's a couple of really fat Americans, and they actually were too big to go up the steps, so that's quite bad. And also, these are the steps where Ralph Fiennes' character gets shot. I think Brendan Gleeson gets shot. Somebody gets shot anyway, and they're sort of crawling down the stairs trying to shoot people. And this isn't the top. Yeah. Well, I'm running out of breath here, so I'll check in with you at the top. Boys, this is one heck of a workout. Every time I get to a different level, I think I'm near the top and people are laughing and say you're only 20% of the way or something. I hope they're joking. €15 to sweat our way up some stairs. I don't know. We'll keep going. So yeah, we made it to the top. I'm absolutely puffed out, to be honest. I'm shattered. Big bells, very loud bells. And You can see they've put in this safety netting now so that Brendan Gleeson can't throw himself to his demise anymore, which is probably for the best. You know, I didn't really fancy doing that anyway. But here, look at these big bells. Wow, we're right at the top of what's called a belfry. Let's just take a look around now. You can see various famous landmarks in Bruges. Now, over this way, you can see a very, very big church. I think that's the Basilica of the Blood. I think that's the one we were trying to find yesterday, and we didn't, so we're going to check that out. There's a train station over there as well, and look at all those little buildings. Very picturesque, like a postcard. Now, the main issue is that now we have to go back down this thing, and my legs are like jelly, so we got to be very, very careful. There's another big bell on the way down. Look at the size of that. People used to call me Big Bell. I don't really know why. They used to chuck an end on the end of the name as well, which I think that I was the end of the bells or something. I don't know what that was about. But you check out all these stairs. We're only about halfway down. My legs are jelly. I'm starting to wobble. But here we go.
Oh yay, dear visitors, you are about to travel back in time to Bruges in the Middle Ages.
Okay, what have I stumbled across? Come into some sort of museum, history of Bruges. I don't know, you put your head through this if you wanted to, if you really wanted to. I don't know if I'm going to have to pay for it. It looks like wait a second, it looks like I'm on the way out here. What? What's going on? What is this place? He said, welcome to the history of Bruges, is that it? It's not a very long history. Big photo sessions going on here. Check out this little situation. Unfortunately, I blew all my money walking up 1,000 steps in the Belfry. But yeah, that looks like fun. Now this place here would be right up Mrs. Wideload Street. So much coffee. Hey guys, so here we are at the Basilica of the Holy Blood, whatever that means. Yeah, we're going to check it out now. To be honest, I think the whole thing is absolutely crazy, but always interesting to check out what's going on in these sorts of places. Do we have to play? Do we have to pay? It said it was free online, so that's kind of the main reason I have to pay for this. I'm out. Very old building. Apparently this building is 2,000 years old or something like that. Oh, the blood is anyway. Actually struggling to find this file. I'm not sure where it is. I think I actually went in the wrong door here, gang. More blooming steps to go up. At least we don't have to pay for these ones. Whoops-a-daisy. People are actually queuing up to see the blood, which we are going to do. It says no photos. So I'll just have to tell you what it was like. Yes, that was weird. I didn't actually go right up in the end. Everybody's putting money in a box, and I didn't feel comfortable filling the coffers of the Vatican, so I just left it. Okay, so now I'm come to the world famous Du Monde Chocolatier. We're going to see how much the chocolates cost, what kind of chocolates you can get, because Mrs. Wideload's allergic to nuts, and a lot of these places just seem to do pralines, which is like hazelnut spread. So yeah, we'll see what happens here. Prices are absolutely scandalous. Yeah, so crazy prices, €13 for a bar of plain chocolate. Haven't bought anything, might go back if I can't find anything better, but yeah, that was a little bit disappointing. Yes, got myself a waffle and a milkshake instead of proper lunch. I'm probably going to feel sick about that. I was thinking to myself, I was going to say something like, you know, all these different waffle places, people recommend them and stuff, but I couldn't tell the difference. Actually could with this one, it's not as good. The one I had yesterday was cooked fresh from the dough, whereas this one was cooked, just reheated basically. And there's a marked difference in quality, but still tasty nonetheless. Hey guys, so this is the last stop on my trip to Bruges, and this is what they call the Lake of Love. honestly and truly couldn't tell you why. This place here, whatever they're doing, they've ruined it. They've ruined it with all that ugly boarding, whatever's going on there. But yeah, unfortunately Mrs. Wideload isn't here to take it in. I'll have to bring her back. But apparently this is the most romantic spot in all of Eastern Europe. So that's nice. Anyway, yeah, that's it for the trip. Just had a lovely hot chocolate as well, which was much nicer. Last night I had a hot chocolate and it was a powdered chocolate, which was absolutely disgraceful, I thought, for Belgium. So I had to get a proper one there this morning, and as you can see, it was pretty tasty. But anyway, that's it for another trip for Wideload. Yeah, I hope you can check in on the next adventure, which will be coming out probably in another 3 years or so. Okay, ciao.